This time on Patriot Games, Justin and Sarah are back in black. And for Justin, it's long overdue.
You're a bit excited, babe, or what? Hey, good to see it.
The legendary black truck takes on the snowy peaks of Colorado.
It's getting a bit steeper up there, huh?
It is a lot steeper.
Oh, I got the view.
Whoa.
Okay, I'll just drive in the snow for the first time.
It's time to go Rocky Mountain High, with a little help from their friends.
All right, well, if you get scared, man, just let us know and we'll get Sarah to drive.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll look after you.
Come off of it.
Babe, get off
Come
it.
off of it.
Sheet metal was my livelihood, but I never thought I'd be building gear like this. Every week, we turn tons of steel into rolling works of art. Some of the toughest gear in the world comes out of this factory. Building this gear is only half the fun. No one tests like we do.
Go, girl. Woo-hoo! One more. Yes.
What just happened?
Well done, buddy. My passion has taken my family to the edges of the earth. Life's a game. We know how to play it. Patriot Games.
Justin and Sarah are flying solo to the USA. They've left the kids at home and they're on their way to one of the biggest overlanding shows in America. Justin's itching to get there because he's catching up with an old friend from way back.
We're back in the United States, and this has really sort of come our second home, hasn't it?
It definitely has. We landed at LAX and we drove to San Diego, where what did we pick up?
My baby, the black truck.
The black truck.
You're a bit excited, babe, or what? Hey, good to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The black truck is the first ever super tourer that Justin built, and it's his, well, it's like his fourth child. This is the truck that conquered Cape York last season and holds a special place in everyone's heart.
And then we went road tripping, just you and me, which we never get to do. It's been 15 years since we've done that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
It was very strange, but good.
Justin's got a long journey across 4 states to get reacquainted with the black truck. Overland West is held every year in Arizona, and Justin's dropping off a Patriot Camper's X1 to a certain ginger-bearded overlander. Hey, isn't that Clay from Expedition Overland? The X1 is safe in the hands of XO. Next up, it's showtime.
Rolling into the show, you know what was the best part for me?
What?
Not having to set up anything.
Yes, that was kind of a treat.
Our US team have already done it. We rolled in the black truck, and it was like we haven't even left, wasn't it?
And catching up with the family.
Catching up with all the boys. Craig from Red Ox down here with us, and we're just straight into full swing at the biggest overlanding event, Overland West, in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Morning. How are you, brother? How you doing? Good. Good. How are you, Craig?
Good, mate.
Good to see you.
Man, when Justin and Sarah rolled up in the black truck, it was just like a family reunion. Just a distant family, that you hadn't seen in a little bit, and then just like normal.
The entire range of Patriot Campers gear is on display, but the biggest draw card seems to be something a little new from the Patriot Campers team, Matt's new Pecor Ram.
The reaction to the Ram has just been absurd. Everybody that sees it just loves it, no matter whether it was here at the show or if when we were traveling out here. Everywhere we go, we get stopped, asked a lot of questions. I mean, it's just been awesome. I think maybe it kind of makes the black truck look a little small, but it's really cool. If I was gonna drive anything, it'd probably be that truck, Makes me feel like a badass driving it around, so to be honest about it. It's just cool, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single other truck like it in the country.
The Patriot crew have settled in at Overland West, and the boys take a walk around to see all the latest and greatest overlanding gear.
Now, the best thing for me about coming to these shows is, or maybe the worst thing, is my brain don't stop when we're here, does it?
That's correct. You run around like a crazy person.
Run around like a crazy person. I get a lot of inspiration for products that these guys have been using that we don't have back at home, so it works really well, vice versa. A lot of the ideas, design cues for what we're doing with the new P-Core products, and even building the Mega 6, really come from the time that we spent here in the States. Those wheels are nice too.
Those wheels look nice. Yeah, so the ZR2s already have like a more like pre-runner trophy truck stuff. I mean, kind of toned down, but so really you've already got 33s on the truck. I mean, it's set up
standard.
Yeah, lockers front and back, everything. So I mean, it's ready to go. Yeah, standard right off the lot.
So this is what Matt wanted to show me. What is it, man?
So it's an International Scout. So they made them from like 1971 to 1980.
Right.
First vehicle I ever owned. This is what got me into four-wheel drives from the start.
Okay.
So these guys basically take 1980 model or 1970 model Scouts. They put them on a four-door Jeep frame, LS motors, brand new interiors. They just do phenomenal work.
That's a nice rig. For me, I'd still prefer an FJ. Yeah, man.
Come on.
Yeah, I'd still prefer an FJ.
We got to work on you some more.
So Overland Expo is really the dominant touring or overlanding show in the United States, isn't it?
Seems like we were told it was the one to be at.
Yeah, and we did it last year. We launched the brand here, like we said, and it's a big family community here. Now, the best thing about this show is all the vendors stay on the site. So everybody is here together. There's parties every night. You get to know all of your competitors really well. You get to see things in the industry that you usually wouldn't see. And just that whole relationship, the culture around camping and overlanding and touring in the United States, it's got a different feel than it does have back in Australia. It's hard to explain.
A lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
And to have fun. Everyone just has so much fun at this show.
As Overland West winds down, Matt starts to hint at an epic, snowy adventure that he's planned for Justin, Sarah and the black truck.
Yeah, so we've got some big surprises planned for Justin and the crew. Stuff that I really cannot wait to see the look on their faces when we get to where we're going. It's going to be unlike anything they've ever done, experienced, driving on a shelf road, 2,000-foot drop-offs and snow, gorgeous spot. One of my favorite places in the world.
We're gonna go up in the mountains. We're gonna change elevation a little bit. It's gonna get cold on them. We're gonna see how they handle it. We're gonna put these bad boys in some snow too, I believe, if everything sets out right.
The biggest overlanding show in America is done and dusted for Justin and Sarah, and they're travelling in convoy behind a Ram carrying Matt, Justin and Jonathan. Justin and Sarah are on their way to the small Colorado town of Array before heading into the Alps, where the black truck is destined to become snowy white.
Hey Matt, you copy there, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the plan with that X1 you got on the back? Where are we dropping that?
It is going to its new home in Durango, Colorado, up in the mountains.
All right, copy that. And how far is that?
About another 4 hours or so.
You know what else we don't have much of back at home?
What's that?
CB radios that weigh 100 pounds.
We're gonna get you a better one. You remember back in the day
when cell phones first came out, you had like the brick phone.
That's exactly what this feels like. Do I have a suitcase plugged into this I have to carry around as well?
Now we got to stop up here in a minute and pick up the battery pack for it, unlike the old uranium mine up here.
You know what you all need over here? You need GME to come over here and show you guys how it's done. Well, I don't need to go to the gym.
No.
I can maybe just get a second one of these and I can do like press-ups and all sorts of stuff with this big stupid thing.
Go back with your big arms.
As the Ram and the black truck make their way toward Colorado, Matt remembers that there's a neat little tourist stop where Justin and Sarah can stand in 4 states at the same time. Continuing on, the crew grab a set of handheld radios at Justin's request and head toward one last stop before the real fun begins. Matt's personally delivering an X1 to a customer's house in the mountains. Now that's service.
Look, we've brought an X1 all the way from Australia into Oklahoma, from Oklahoma down to Flagstaff, Arizona. Flagstaff, Arizona, we're delivered it here to a customer's holiday house in Durango, in Colorado. And behind me, look at the view. This is from his shed. I know this trailer's gonna go to some really good use.
Just a little research, we'd have found that we could have pulled right up in there and backed up.
That was way more
That was
fun.
more fun.
Way
Mission,
better for
mission complete. Now it's time for our holiday. Let's go.
As the altitude rises, the mighty convoy begin their climb. The black truck's never been too far above sea level, so this is unfamiliar conditions for the 79 series. The natural Christmas trees become more dense, and as they wind further into the Alps, Sarah sees something she's never seen before in her life.
Is that hail?
No, it's like ice. Look.
Is that snow?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, and it's flat.
That is snow.
It is.
Yeah, that is snow.
That looks so pretty.
The crew uses the mountain towns of Durango and Silverton to refuel before heading down into their final destination. Matt hasn't stopped talking about the mountain town of Array, and he's confident Justin and Sarah won't be disappointed.
Copy, Matt?
Yeah, buddy.
You're not far to town now, right?
Yeah, just a couple miles.
Does it get more scenic? Does it keep getting scenic, man? Because it's like this whole drive just keeps getting better and better.
Pay attention to the road.
Yeah, it just, you'll see up here in just a second, there's a couple of really cool spots before you get into town.
This is just amazing country, man. This is like, I've never seen anything like this, dude.
It's a pretty cool waterfall, both on the left and the right side.
This is amazing, dude.
So all of the trails we're going on, they all kind of split off this road, right?
Yep, every one of them comes up with this highway.
Yeah, copy. So we get into town, we base out of there, and then we go out of there every day, huh?
Yep, that's it.
You know we're gonna go camping one night, huh?
Yeah, I think I got a place in mind. Yeah, do you believe in ghosts?
Well, I actually don't believe in ghosts at all, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, ghosts don't really do it for me, man. But I like the whole idea of them.
The scenery in the Colorado Alps keeps turning it on. And out of nowhere, a sleepy town of just 1,000 people rises from the valley floor. Welcome to Array.
Is that it? Is that the town down there?
That's it.
That's pretty, man.
Someone said the other day, this is the Switzerland of America.
That's what they call it.
We're still in America, brother.
Because this don't feel like America. This definitely ain't Oklahoma.
No, it's definitely not Oklahoma.
Matt, you've done good, man. You've done real good, and I can see us spending some time here.
Array will form base camp for the whole crew before Matt and the boys take Justin and Sarah onto the tight, winding and icy trails that will push the mammoth pair of trucks to the limit. Trails like these ain't for the faint of heart, but I guess no one's ever described Justin as faint-hearted. It's daybreak in Array, Colorado, and the crew waste no time hitting the trails. Justin's promised Sarah that she'll see snow today, so hopefully Matt knows where to find it.
Matt, you on channel there, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you gonna find us some snow today, right?
I'm gonna do my best. So, see, we're kind of where this mountain is right in front of us with all the snow on it. That's kind of where we're going. So.
There's like literally absolutely nowhere there that you'll get snow.
No, there is. I mean, we've got snow down in New South Wales, but
You can't drive there. I mean, you can drive up the road. You can't drive on any of the trails. It's all national park. Maybe do a little snowball fight or something.
perfect, man. Can we make a snowman?
Yeah, you can make a snow angel even. I think that'd be great. Like some yellow snowballs.
I think Sarah should make the snow angel.
Sarah would be freezing if she made a snow angel.
Matt's chosen a track called the Corkscrew Trail that winds around the edge of a cliff. Sounds safe. And in typical Alps style, a massive cloud cell rolls in, which will inhibit visibility and make the trail slippery. Like I said, totally safe.
So this morning we're gonna hit Corkscrew Gulch, go up to the very top or as far as we can go before we run into the snow, and then we'll explore around up there and see where we go from there. Ready?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What sort of tire pressure you running in the snow, dude?
You know, I'm not the best person to ask, so we don't have snow in Oklahoma.
Do we treat it like mud?
Yeah, usually the lower the better, so.
I'll go down like 25, I reckon.
Yeah,
I'll start there and then we can let some more out, eh?
Yep.
So there's going to be snow, because I can feel raindrops.
Yeah.
Will this turn into snow?
Yeah, see all the mist up there?
Yeah.
There'll be snow up there.
Awesome. Well, I'm pumped. I'm super excited now. The whole thing about this letting tyres down, I've never driven in the snow before, so I'm going to treat it like mud. It's pretty hard packed, this stuff here. I'm going to go down to 25 pounds, and we can always let more out when we get up there, but behind me, this is where the adventure starts. The black truck in the snow, can't wait.
Great warm-up trail, you know, to get the black truck up here, kind of see what its capabilities are here in America, and then later this week we'll go up to Alpine Loop and stuff, and we'll see how it really does.
If you can't tell, I am freezing cold, and I'm hearing that it's going to get even colder the higher we go.
When you get to the top, it's just you end basically at the top of the mountain, and then the trails split off from there. And so you've got just gorgeous views. You're literally riding right up on top, and then you're going through the forest the whole time, all these big pine trees and everything else. It's really, really cool.
Sarah, there's a big pile of snow up here on the
Ooh. Yoo-hoo!
There you go.
There we go.
We're on the snow.
Yoo! Black truck on the snow.
Tell them the black truck's driven in snow. Man, this terrain is pretty cool, man. It's not that hard.
Scenic.
More just about the views and the scenery, you know?
Yeah, it is scenic, but I tell you what, these 488 gears, these diff gears, they're coming into play, man. I'm rolling up here in second and third gear.
I'm assuming all of this is, was this lining up for the road, or is this obviously an old mine?
Yeah, this is all they call tail ends or spoil pile from a mine.
Whoa. How is the view here, dude? Man. And we've only climbed a little bit. Is this amazing or what?
Beautiful.
This is amazing, man. How much higher is it to the top? Like, we haven't even really started, have we?
Nah, so we'll go all the way.
Yeah.
All the way up there.
Yeah. What, we're going up over that?
So it winds around, you can see it goes this way. You get to a point where the trail splits off.
Yeah.
And then comes back around there if it's open. That's called Hurricane Pass.
Yep.
And up at the top, like 13,000 feet, there's a lake. I mean, just looks like emeralds, you know, the water. It's amazing.
Yeah, okay.
So,
mate, I can't wait. Hey, do you want me to go in front of you from here? Just so when you get bogged,
So
it's
when
going
you
to be
get stuck,
easier for me to pull you?
Here we go.
Yeah, we want to start this?
Like, maybe I should go around you now.
We got the rear winch, so we're good.
Yeah,
we'll drag it up.
we'll just.
Oh, okay, yeah, no worries.
We'll drag you up, no worries.
Yeah, because I've seen the big girl, like, she's a bit heavy.
Oh, big girl's happy.
Yeah, she's happy.
Stretching her legs.
Miss Parker got a fat ass.
That's right. That's right.
She does have a fat ass.
She does.
How's it feeling? Feeling
Sexy
good?
though. Oh, smooth.
Yeah, smooth
as glass. This is really the first good test on this thing. Good trip.
Yeah, okay.
So.
All right, well, if you get scared, man, just let us know and we'll get Sarah to drive.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll look after you.
So talking trash is what we do, and then of course you meet Justin, and I mean he takes it to a whole nother level. So we got to step up our game and talk a little bit more. Plus, I mean they're in our home now, so this is my house.
Justin's rivalry continues with blokes named Matt driving 2500 Rams. Justin's known for building vehicles that can take on any terrain, but that's only really been proven in Australia. The unpredictable conditions of Colorado's Alps are about to prove this gear once and for all.
We got snow!
No!
Oh, yeah, I see it. After following the Ram around up in Arnhem Land, it's just completely different terrain. And to see that big black beast, Miss Parker, out in the snow, it was all time.
If Justin's got a destination to get to, he ain't stopping for nothing. But how often do you get to drive your favourite truck through country like this?
All right, Matt, I can't help myself. I'm driving in the snow. We're in the snow, y'all.
Woo! For a long time on the bucket list has been driving in the snow. I've never had the opportunity to do it. And what a way to do it here in Colorado with the first big build Patriot campers ever done, the black truck.
Okay, I think I might be bugged. Nope, I'm good. Okay, I'll just drive in the snow for the first time.
The black truck and the Ram are heading toward the insane corkscrew trail in the Alps of Colorado. Sarah's wish has come true and the snow begins to fall. But what's waiting for them at the top of this trail will be next level.
Hey Matt, how gorgeous is the stream next to us? Look at all the ice all frozen around it.
Beautiful, isn't it?
You definitely know where to go wheeling.
See, now you have to come back here every year.
Now for Matt and the Patriot Campers USA team, it's always been about work. Every time we've been over here, we've been so focused on growing the business. To get out and have that experience with the boys only comes from adventures like this. And we do it back at home. It's great to do it over here on US soil with our best mates.
So who's got the advantage here, Matt? Left-hand or right-hand drive, right?
And I think on this part right here, you've got it, because you can see where you can see where the edge is. I'm over here just looking at the wall.
No, that's a good thing though. What if it makes me nervous?
Well, if you get scared, you know, we'll come back. Justin will come back and drive and hold you and make you feel better or something like that. I've been coming up here for years, but I've never been here in the snow. And being here with the black truck and just kind of, I mean, really making history, you know. First big trip for my Ram since we rebuilt it. We're sitting up here getting snowed on. All those tight trails, watching old Miss Parker swing up. It's good stuff.
As the convoy reach the base of the corkscrew trail, the snow on the ground is getting deeper and deeper. Maybe it's the altitude affecting Justin, but even he's considering whether or not to take on the treacherous trail.
I don't know what it is as soon as you get out of the car. I know what it is, but we're so out of breath, like instantly like that, and we're only at 11,000 feet. Now I know the Americans are probably going to laugh at that, but where we come from, we are from sea level. We're just not used to this thin air, but have a look around us. This is just absolutely amazing. I can't wait to keep going up the top and explore over the next couple of days what this mountain's got to offer. What are you thinking, Justin? Is it doable or not?
Oh, anything's doable. I don't know why we're there yet.
Have you done it before?
I'm ready for lunch.
Yeah, I want to get to the top and have
Yeah, so that's our lunch. That's our picnic area.
Yeah, that's a picnic
So I
area.
want to get in the trucks, we can roll.
All right, so that's the deal. No lunch until we get to the top. And if we don't get to the top,
we don't eat.
No food.
We just don't eat for the rest of the day.
We got the food in our truck though, so we're good.
We're gonna eat.
Oh, they
the
were
black
smart.
Yeah, you don't get figures like this by skipping meals, buddy.
That's no fluke. All right, well let's give this a crack. Let's get up there. You better move that thing out the way so I can get around you, man. If you want to get up the top, I'm gonna have
Dream on.
to go first.
The decision is made and the two trucks begin the slow climb up the switchback trail. Each hairpin turn is going to test the turning circle of these massive vehicles.
It's getting a bit steeper up there, huh?
It is a lot steeper.
What are we now, boys? You know? 11, 8, 16. Just almost 12,000 feet.
Here's you a good sharp switchback.
Yep, copy that.
Look at old girl make that turn.
Miss Parker.
Go.
Oh man, it's just a beautiful thing. Such big trucks on these trails. They're kind of cut for Jeep or Toyota size vehicles. Getting the black truck, which has been stretched and everything, getting the full size Ram up here, it's amazing.
Miss Parker turned that switchback like it was nothing. Miss Parker with a fat ass better in that switchback pretty good.
Tell them it's all driver skill. It's all driver skill. Yeah, watch this on the right. It's got a little bit of a wash there.
Coming up those switchbacks was pretty intense. Wasn't the hardest four-wheel driving I've ever done, but you're in low range, super low, real heavy hill climb, and just epic scenery.
Justin, look how dark it is to the right over that mountain.
Yeah, you reckon there's a storm coming in or what?
Bit of snow.
Oh, yeah.
The sheer scale of mountains like these dwarf the trucks and their occupants. If you slipped, you'd roll for 1,000 feet. The snow-capped mountains, slopes and tree lines seem to go on forever.
It's actually funny. I thought I would have been freaking out up these trails, but the scenery, everything around you is so beautiful, you're not even thinking about that drop.
Oh, I got the view.
Whoa.
And this is the first big trip for the Ram, especially coming up to Colorado and doing all the passes and stuff. And it's pretty slick, lots of mud and then tight turns. And she's a big girl, you know, so a couple spots where we had to back up and make a 2-point or 3-point turn, but did really, really good. Smooth, feels good, plenty of power.
As the convoy climb towards the summit and the mountain starts to open up, they begin to look on the mountains below.
Wait till you see this up here.
Oh, God. It gets better.
Coming around that corner at 12,000 feet, we're at one of the highest mountains. It is absolutely beautiful around this place.
Here you go, Justin. We have reached the summit. We are here, and there's a nice lake on the left.
Like a swimming lake? Is it a hot spring?
Yeah, but you got to get in first.
Dude, you know what? I'd do that.
It's done worse than
Oh, my God. How is that view?
Snow starting.
Oh, dude, I got major goosebumps, like huge goosebumps.
Oh, babe.
Are you joking or what? Is this the best thing you've ever seen in your life?
The snow's coming. Look, it's just perfect.
Let's go and have a look.
As the snow falls, the scenery changes by the second. Country like this seems to be made just a humble man. It's country like this that Justin and the crew live for. This is Overlanding.